Thank you everybody for joining me back out here for your Week 7 update. My name's Stuart Moore, your golf course superintendent, and today I'm up in the clubhouse, fantastic facility. Make sure everybody gets up here and enjoys this great place we work from. Now, Week 7, where are we up to? The fig trees, the trees we spoke about 2 weeks ago. Just have a look up here, you'll see the fig trees are very invasive along with other species of trees. How we deal with the root encroachment out onto this new work just over my shoulder here is by putting in some large plastic stripping, or what we call root barrier. That's also attached to some bentonite, bags of bentonite, like a very fine powder. We drop that down in the trench we've got around that fig tree. Check out the depth of that and how invasive those roots can be. Now we pack in that root barrier, we whack in that bentonite, it glues it all up together, we backfill that in, and then in about 10 years, we hopefully try and keep that tree under control. You guys get the protection off the 9th tee when you hit your drive, but more importantly, it stops that root getting into those new infrastructures and stops all that encroachment that we don't want going forward. Now moving along, this week sees us in Week 7 some concreting being done. So up on the first tee, you'll see that beautiful big poinciana tree. Below that, we need to retain that soil, and there's going to be a really nice garden placed in there. We're going to go with some plant selections that are currently around the golf course. You'll see some theme changes, low water requirement plants, some nice succulents, so keep an eye out for those. Now we need that concrete wall I just talked about to hold all that landscape in place. Check that out, that's being poured this week, and you'll see a further concrete path wandering down in front of that first tee. That's going to give us some extra width, so service vehicles, etc. going forward, once this job's finished, we'll be able to make sure we can support those vehicles with that little bit of extra wider concrete, which doesn't come into play, and you guys will be able to make your way down there in the wet weather a lot safer in keeping off that brand new fairway and sticking to that car path that we're providing for you. The third part of today's update is simply the smoothing out of the first fairway. We are almost up to that first tee. It's exciting. We'll have a look at all the trenches. They'll be smoothed out, the piles of sand will be smoothed out. At the end of this week, you will be able to see the contours, the flows, the ebbs, and how that fairway is going to play when you hit that golf ball down there. It's really exciting, it's really evident as you make your way to the second tee. Basically, that's where we are, Week 7, pretty exciting. Stay tuned for Week 8 next week. Until then, great golfing, bye for now.